Alright, so what we have here is a box from ENGINETIX. ENGINETIX basically specializes in making these little custom tiny gauges that you could put anywhere in on your cluster, or maybe somewhere on your dashboard. So they specialize in these little tiny gauges. They're really small, and they make them for different purposes as well. So you could get them for your coolant temp, you could get them for your RPMs or your tachometer, you could get them for your boost pressure, and you could get them for your oil temps and oil pressure as well. So let's find out what's in this box, and let's get to opening. When you open that box, what you're gonna find is, a few basic things. You basically have your decal, you have your instructions, and your wiring diagram as well. So what I ordered was for the coolant temperature gauge, and there's just your shipping label. So this is for your temperature coolant gauge. So you basically get your sensor. It doesn't come with a coupler. The only reason why I have this on here is I already installed it earlier, and I applied a thread sealant on there as well. So make sure to not forget to apply your thread sealant when installing your sensor. Don't go too crazy on the threads. And then you basically have your module or your computer box for the sensor. This will basically translate that data over to your screen. As you can see, it's fairly small. You could strategically place this on anywhere in your car. They do have different setups. So for me, what I got was the super mini gauge, and as you can see, it's really small compared to the size of my thumb. But this is exactly what I was looking for. I'm trying to get this integrated with my cluster or my instrument panel in the car. So aside from these two, so you have your computer box, you have your screen, and then you have your LCD that's inside this pod right here. So keep in mind that you have to order them separately, and they're both going to be listed on the site anyway. So I'll put that link on the website where you could order these. Now moving on to the next part, so you basically have your harness. So you have this harness that comes from your sensor, as you can see in the colors, and then you have your power, and then you have your ground. So basically this has a dedicated ground. That's why you don't see a hole or a thread for grounding the coolant coupler. Now the next part is, maybe let's start with this. So you basically have crimped connectors, because you're probably going to need extra wire to run your sensors all the way to your computer box. Now it doesn't come with one, which is understandable. That's because they can't really tell how long of a wire you'd need to get these extended over. I believe these are 22s. So there's that, and then you basically have the harness that connects from your computer box all the way to your module. So I'll go ahead and work on getting these installed, and I'll show you guys what they look like in a bit.